Hey guys, welcome to Breathe Degrees. My name is Dr. Tyler Forbes. If you're watching this video right now, you've signed either your son or your daughter up for our breathwork sessions for anxiety. We are super excited for them to try it. We think it's going to be an enormous benefit and very helpful. And so check this out, guys. As adults, we have plenty to stress and worry about. We've gotten accustomed to that, or we think we have at least. Think about it. Our careers, families, mortgage payments, politics, and now sprinkle in a little COVID-19. It's a lot. So we are constantly, all of us, being bombarded with an endless amount of information and data that really, biologically speaking, we are not designed to cope with. Our brains operate very similar to computers. If you overwhelm a computer or a hard drive with information, then it will crash or shut down on you. And so now what I want you to do is take yourself back to when you were a teenager. I think most of us would agree it was a pretty overwhelmingly confusing and emotional time, navigating through the world and trying to figure out who you were and how you fit in. It was something we all remember. For kids, our kids, life is much different than it was for us. Most parents oftentimes think that our kids have it made. Our kids are living the life because they have everything. And the truth is they do. They have all the same things. They're going through all the same things we did as teenagers. But now what you have to do is add on 24-hour access to television and the internet. They have to deal with social media and also this huge amount of stress and pressure that comes with getting good grades and really getting admitted into a university. So here is a very, very crazy statistic. Did you know that anxiety rates have been found to be significantly higher in first world countries when you compare them to third world countries? In fact, in America, over 40 million adults suffer from clinical anxiety. And actually, over 1/3 of our teenagers suffer from anxiety or a panic disorder. So if your child is suffering from anxiety, you are far from being alone. So anxiety, quite simply, oftentimes is an overwhelmed or overstimulated nervous system. So our nervous system controls or regulates virtually every cell or tissue in our body. Our brains receive this input from the body via all of our senses, whether it be sight, sound, smell, touch, and our nervous system responds appropriately. And so we have two different sides of our nervous system. Over here we have the sympathetic side. It's the fight, flight, and fright side. This is where stress, panic, and anxiety are incubated and live. And over here is parasympathetic. This is rest and digest. This is when we're really, really relaxed. And so scientific research has now proven that both the rate and the depth of our breath determines how long you stay in either the relaxed and calm state or the stressed and overwhelmed state. So thankfully, most of us no longer live in a world where we have to worry about being physically eaten by a lion or a bear. However, modern day predators is really, in essence, the relentless day-to-day stressors that convince our brain that we are under siege. And so our nervous system can't differentiate anymore between a predator or taking a really important exam. And so how does your breath help with stress or anxiety? Well, Dr. Huberman, who is the leading researcher on breathing, is a professor of neuroscience at the University of Stanford. And recently he stated that the diaphragm is an organ that neurologically connects the brain to the body and the body to the brain. And really what that means is that your breath really determines how you feel, not just physically, but also emotionally. And so until very recently, traditional medical science and research had largely disregarded the enormous impact that our breathing rate and depth had on balancing and toning our nervous system, and physiology. So over the past 10 years, there has been a groundswell of clinical research performed at some of the world's most prestigious universities, all coming up with the same findings. The way we breathe, both the depth and the rate, is the metronome for virtually every system in our body. And so research has shown that a regular and consistent breathing and breathwork practice can not only reduce, but oftentimes eliminate the feelings of anxiety. So breathwork is now the most approachable, conservative, and widely accepted non-pharmacological modality available to treat both anxiety and panic disorders. So, your kids are going to be doing our breathwork sessions. I really encourage you to do them 3 times per week. They're going to love it because we really do it to music that they're going to really dig. If you have any questions whatsoever about your child and doing the breathing, please hit us up. We really would love to get your feedback. We're going to check in with you every week to see how the sessions are going. Please enjoy them. Thank you so much for trying our breathwork sessions, and I look forward to hearing from you guys. Bye now.